Who here has never seen a completely living coral reef? Many will never have that opportunity. Even I have never seen a completely living coral reef. And it's sad. A couple weeks ago, I was biking through a nearby park called Matheson Hammock, only to find parts of the bike path now underwater, completely flooded. The parking lot was gobbled up by the bay, and even the water was encroaching on the restaurant over there.
That right there is the restaurant, and it's completely flooded.
If the current generation continues along its current path of releasing destructive greenhouse gases, then future generations won't get to swim amongst coral reefs, and they might not even have enough snow to ski. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues because it affects the three basic needs for survival: air, food, and water. Therefore, it's our collective responsibility to take action now so that we have clean air, a sustainable food system, and minimal sea level rise and a prosperous economy for the future. The science is as clear as the ice before the industrial age. There are many science deniers out there, so let me explain how we know that the climate change is real and man-made. So we're releasing something called greenhouse gases by burning gasoline and natural gas, and greenhouse gases cause global warming. And we know that there's a direct link between levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere and the average Earth temperature. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has said that this evidence provides unequivocal support for the fact that climate change is real. There are a few direct feedback loops that relate to the greenhouse effect on the Earth. First, as the Earth warms, we get more extreme weather patterns, including hotter and longer droughts, which cause fires, which release even more massive amounts of CO2 into our atmosphere, causing the Earth to warm even more. And so the cycle starts over again. Another detrimental feedback loop involves methane that is stored in the ice in the Arctic Ocean. As the ice melts, it releases trapped methane, which is 84 times worse at trapping heat than CO2.
Go! Go!
Hello, my name is Colin Mandino, and I'm here with
Ismael Alvarez.
Awesome. Now, Ishma, I have an important question for you.
Go for it.
What do you think is the most pressing issue in the world today?
The economy, and the
The
economic
economy?
crisis.
Now, that's a pretty big issue, but I'd like to argue that there's one even bigger.
Tell me.
It's actually climate change.
Really?
Yes, climate change.
Why is that?
Well, there's many reasons too, but what's your opinion on climate change?
Well, it's definitely an important issue, but why is it so important?
It's so important because of the main facts and issue of the future. Do you want to have a family, Ishma?
I do want to have a family.
Do you like the beach?
I do like to be.
Do you want to spend time with your family at the beach?
I would like to spend time
Well, if you want to do that, you don't do anything about climate change, there's going to be no more beaches.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Do you know what else is going to be crazy? There's going to be less houses.
Why?
Because with the amount of people that we have on the planet right now, which is around 7 billion, if I remember correctly.
7.78 billion, yes.
Thank you, Ishma. Sea levels will actually rise due to increased temperatures, which are caused by, do you know who?
Yes. Greenhouse gases.
Now, who makes those greenhouse gases?
Cow farts.
That is true, but who makes the cows? Well, who helps fund the cows?
Will we breed the cows?
We do breed the
With
cows.
GMOs.
We are causing climate change through overproduction of certain resources such as food, electricity, water. There are ways that you can deal with climate change
Also,
by changing how we do things. Now, currently, we do things through and making energy through fossil fuels, right? What do you think about fossil fuels?
They're all gonna end
Why is that?
because there are limited amounts supplied. It's caused by carbon compression over millions and millions of years, dinosaur poop, etc.
And it's not going to be the only crisis, just not knowing how to make energy. We're going to have a crisis of living space because with these increased temperatures, as we just talked about, ice caps in North and South Pole of the planet will start melting as they are right now. And with those giant ice caps melting, becoming fresh water and going back into the ocean, sea levels will rise by a couple inches, right? And a couple inches around the world sounds like nothing. A couple inches around the world. If sea level rises, houses will become unlivable. There's going to be houses that will be flooded with salt water, and basically at that point, fishes are going to be living in your house. So then what do you do then? you have to move. Where do you move?
Inland.
Exactly. Now, with the flood of people moving inland, there's going to be not enough space for people to live in. So, with that, prices of houses are going to skyrocket, and not as many people are going to be able to pay. And homeless rates are going to increase dramatically. And that's one big issue. Another issue is, with less land, what can you not make that people love to eat? Potatoes, cows. You don't have as much land to grow
I do
cows.
like cows.
Exactly. I love me a good burger.
I like me.
You love you a good burger.
I like me a good steak.
Exactly. Now, with less land due to sea level rise, we're going to be making less food, and people are going to be starving and going homeless.
Malthusian cycle.
Exactly. Now, Ishmael, do you think that climate change is now the most important issue to date?
What solutions do you propose to transitioning into a more sustainable environment?
So, what are our solutions, you're asking?
That's a solution right
That's
there.
a great solution right there. Electric cars. Bam!
Yeah, Bob.
So, as you just saw, that passed us right over there. Beautiful, beautiful car.
I love the
Now, the
Volkswagen.
difference about this car is it's electric, completely electric.
Amazing.
And cars, as many people know, but if you do not,
I love
run on fossil fuels. So, with the transition from fossil fuel cars to electric cars, which are actually more efficient, you'll be producing less fossil
And
fuels
faster.
as a consumer. So, in the entire planet, there are many ways and many solutions, such as solar panels, which create energy through solar light. There are electric cars, there are wind turbines, and many other sciences that are being created today. So, Yishma, solutions aren't the problem. It's the people that need to believe. There's ways of cutting down on your fossil emissions. You just have to do the research. And in today's age, everyone can access the internet to do this research. You at home can do all this research. Yishma, are you finally a believer in climate change?
Thank you very much. Yes, I am.
It's been a good talk. You at home, do your research. Look into fossil fuels. Be safe and take care of our
more
environment.
like me.
Thank you. Be more like Ishma.
Yeah.
We all have the opportunity to collectively solve this problem. This is the biggest problem we have faced yet. It is a global problem, a problem of life or death. I'm excited for my future, and I look forward to crafting this future and defeating climate change. But I can't do it alone. Everyone needs to acknowledge the science and do their part to lower their own environmental impact. Climate change is our world's greatest threat because the future for everyone is at risk. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. If this problem is solved, the future for all can be prosperous. Thank you.
Donate to Team Seas so you save the animals that sequester carbon.